That's you.
That's me.
That's you. Ah!
Hey, I'm Stephanie June.
I'm John Bondegard.
Welcome to Fast Forward, a variety show produced completely by broadcasting students at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln.
Advanced broadcasting students.
That's right. First up is Jason Steiner with Everyday Science.
You know who else was advanced? Isaac Newton.
Hello, and welcome to Everyday Science. I'm your host, Jason Steiner, and today we're going to be talking about Newton and some of his contributions to modern-day science. Isaac Newton was one of the most influential people to modern-day science. He was a man of many hats. He was a physicist, a mathematician, a philosopher, an alchemist, and just about everything else. He even helped invent differential and integral calculus. Today we're going to look at his 3 laws of motion. To demonstrate these laws, I will be using 2 tennis balls, a sheet of paper, and a physics book. Newton's first law. An object at rest stays at rest until acted upon by an outside force, and an object in motion stays in motion in a straight line until acted upon by an outside force. Newton's second law. The mass of a body times the acceleration of that body equals the net force. Newton's third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Using tennis balls to demonstrate these laws is fun and all, but let's look at some real-world examples now. The car is in motion and stays in motion until an outside force acts upon it. Usually friction between the tires and the road would stop the car. However, because there's ice on the road, the friction is greatly reduced. So the car keeps going, and still going. F equals ma. The mass is about 300 pounds, and the deceleration happens over a split second, so therefore, the force is going to be rather large. Now that you know a little bit about Newton's 3 laws of motion, I'm sure you're going to see them popping up everywhere. That's all the time we have for today. I'm your host, Jason Steiner, and this has been Everyday Science.
Okay, let's see. Reading assignments for this semester. Art history. Oh wow, 3 chapters every week. Alright, well, it's history. What's next? Developmental psychology has, 5 chapters per week? But they're short. And French, well, that's just 1 big chapter a week, and a lot of vocab. Oh, well, thank God there's no reading in martial arts class. Maybe I'll be fine. Oh wait, I forgot about organic chem. There's another 2 novels every week. Alright, mass media and society, that's a waste of a class. 2 chapters a week? Oh, come on! This is a lot. I don't even want to know how much reading is in my English class. Ah! Oh, help!
I'll save you. Captain Skimreed to the rescue.
But you're just a figment of my imagination.
That's true. But I live in your mind, which means you know how to skimread.
Gasp! That's the solution! Duh. So, the way this works is really quite simple. So simple, in fact, I don't know how I'm going to fill the rest of the show with it. So all you have to do is read the first sentence of every paragraph. Now, I would read the conclusions and introductions, of course, and all the titles, but after that, it's really just the first sentence of every paragraph that makes everything flow together. Now, after the last episode, a lot of people ask the same question.
Does it work?
Does this work?
没关系.
Does it work?
Does this work?
I'm taking you to an expert. This is Professor Julia Schleck, the lady herself who taught me how to skim read.
I'm going to rename it active reading, and in part because I think it better describes what you're really doing. Active reading is when you are looking at the text for the sake of determining what the point of each paragraph is. If you want to know the point of the paragraph or the section, then you look at the beginnings and the ends. If you want to see how they back that up or how they elaborate it, then you look in the middles of the paragraphs.
Still not convinced? Well, good. Let's try it. The book is Media Ethics, because we here at Cheat Sheet are so well versed in the matter. I'll actively skim read a case titled Hate Radio, The Outer Limits of Tasteful Broadcasting. Trevor von Lansing has what some would call the greatest job in the world. Each afternoon, von Lansing introduces a general topic for discussion and then fields calls from listeners about the topic. Wednesday finds von Lansing lashing out against education. Thursday features an exchange between von Lansing and an abortion rights activist. Von Lansing is so good that he will make more money this year than the President of the United States. Finally, von Lansing points out that if people are really offended by him, they can always turn the dial. Others disagree. Entertainment must have some boundaries.
But don't take my word for it.
But don't take my word for it.
You'll just have to try it yourself. Till next time.
I'm a superhero.
Did you know that the speed reading champion of the world is Ann Jones at 4,700 words per minute with a 67% comprehension rate? She read the 759-page Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows in just 47 minutes and 1 second.
Thanks, Judy. That was pretty good, but I think I'm going to stick with my super awesome skim reading goggles.
This is Fast Forward. We'll be right back. I want 6.
Okay. Play, climb, create, dance, and laugh at the Lincoln Children's Museum. Here you can be wherever your imagination takes you. The Lincoln Children's Museum offers 3 floors of ingenious programs and hands-on exhibits that let kids and adults learn and play together. The Lincoln Children's Museum. Come discover the power of play.
Welcome back to Fast Forward. What do we got next?
Up next is our silent series. We're going to return to see if my hero, Roberto Chinchilla, can defeat Mr. Greenbutton.
So does he get to keep the girl?
I wouldn't let a boy keep me if he tried to kiss me like that. But we'll find out next time.
So what's next?
Oh, you're next! Go, go, go! You have to host! Up next is Big Ten Breakdown with John Bondegard.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Big Ten Breakdown. I'm John Bondegard. The University of Nebraska's athletic teams are looking great this fall. The Cornhuskers will continue their seasons in the Big 12 Conference until July 1st, 2011, when the university will officially become a part of the Big Ten Conference. Here on Big Ten Breakdown, we have taken an inside look at 6 of the universities that make up the Big Ten Conference: the University of Illinois, Indiana University, Northwestern University, the University of Wisconsin, Purdue University, and the University of Minnesota. This week on Big Ten Breakdown, we take a glance at a couple more universities that our Huskers will soon be playing. We kick it off with the University of Iowa. What first comes to your head when you hear University of Iowa?
Hawkeyes, Horn.
Hawkeyes.
Bad, I hate Iowa.
I'm ready to play them in football, I guess.
Neighboring state, Hawkeyes.
Hawkeyes.
What city do you think the University of Iowa is located in?
Ames. Iowa City.
Iowa City. It's Des Moines, isn't it? No, it's not Ames. Iowa City. Yeah!
The University of Iowa is located in Iowa City, Iowa, and has an enrollment of 20,907. The wrestling team has won 23 national championships and 32 Big Ten titles. Also, the University of Iowa was the first U.S. public university to admit men and women on an equal rights basis in 1855. Now let's find out what people know about Michigan State University. What first comes to your head when you hear Michigan State University?
Sparty, basketball, Final Four, Tom Izzo.
Spartans.
The Spartans.
Spartans.
Since the 1970s, what university leads the Big Ten in Rhodes Scholars? Indiana, Michigan State, or Penn State?
Penn State.
Penn State.
Penn State, Michigan State,
Indiana.
Penn State.
The Michigan State Spartans call East Lansing, Michigan home. Michigan State has an enrollment of 36,072. 5-time NBA champion, 3-time NBA MVP, and 12-time NBA All-Star, Irving Magic Johnson attended Michigan State. Since the 1970s, Michigan State University leads the Big Ten in Rhodes Scholars. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Be sure to tune in for more Big Ten Conference talk right here on Big Ten Breakdown. Until next time, I'm John Bondegard. Go Big Red.
Did you know that everything in the visiting locker room of Iowa's Kinnick Stadium is pink? That's because legendary head coach Hayden Fry thought the color pink suppressed aggression.